Folks, our first on-demand workshop, How to Become a Coffee Consultant, is now available for you to learn at your own pace for just €50, and it comes with a certificate upon completion. Go to mapperforward.coffee/workshops or click the link in the show notes for more details. Support this podcast by supporting our sponsors. Welcome to the Daily Coffee Pro by Map It Forward, friends. I'm your host, Lee Safar, and this is our final episode with Rana from Edda Arabica in Beirut. And we are talking about operating a cafe in times of hyperinflation. A challenging part of doing all of that is finding staff. And what I'm really interested in understanding is, talk to us about the coffee professional in Lebanon right now.
Okay. So we did mention previously, like specialty coffee is relatively younger still than other countries. Okay. So which means, you've got less awareness of what specialty coffee means, which means, the way of preparing, like the beverages are also different, which means, you have very little, skilled baristas around. So that's a challenge that, I face, but I don't look at it as a challenge, the team that I have, I think there's only one person that's had previously like a barista experience.
All right.
So I've got, for example, Baha, he's a nurse and he's interested in coffee. I had previously Celine, she studied chemistry and, she's interested in coffee. So, I've got, as well, I work alongside Christopher, he's a mathematician. So really, I think you could look at it as something, as a challenge, or you could look at it and say, let's get, the right team with the right attitude and just, do the training. So but some days I do get like pressed on time, especially like if you want to train and you're trying to like, sort other things out. So that's, for me, could be a challenge, also like finding the right balance between, the profits that you're trying to get and, for example, the salaries in Lebanon, they're still low, but I really refuse to like go low with the salaries at especially with my team, So for me, I need to really like try and see, okay, how am I going to sort this out? Like, so that's a challenge that I'm facing.
Tell me something. Are people coming into the industry with the expectation that this could be a viable option for me into the future to own my own business, or is that something that's a bit of a luxury?
Absolutely. And this is something that, if I'm having, if I'm employing someone, that's the second question that most likely I'm going to get. Is this something that you might be interested in developing? As like, sometimes they don't know, but like, for example, I have a couple of baristas that they're completely into it right now and they want to like expand. And for me, this is amazing because it's an opportunity and it's a light for me that, okay, great. I have, we're a team right now and I could actually like open another location or I could like, have something else or, we can expand, because, for sure. I'm seeing this a lot, which is very exciting, because this raised the level of awareness of specialty
100%.
and people look at it as a profession. And this is exactly like what, like, I'm working towards,
Do you think?
And when they see me behind the bar as well, oh, you're the co-founder of Edda, and I'm wearing my, my uniform and my apron, and sometimes I get shouted at, like if I'm, on the tables or like, I don't say, I never share like I'm the co-founder, I'm just, it really doesn't matter. really.
No.
I'm not very diplomatic. Like my staff seems to think I should not be very much behind the bar because sometimes I could get really snappy with like, the guests and and I get pushed aside. So yeah, especially it's like, in Italy, their coffee is like, it's so good. I've had really good coffee in Italy, and so for me, it's like I love it coffee in Italy, but that's like irrelevant.
This is Lebanon and we have a new coffee culture here. So let's get to it. I love
Yeah, and it's exciting, and I'm loving the vibes. A lot of people are like sharing their coffee journeys and experiences with others, so you can feel like everyone is working, as a community
Yeah,
together.
I love it.
And they're collaborating. Before you didn't see that as much. Everyone is doing their own thing. But yeah, it's really good. So these are all like positive things. You know,
Yeah,
to look
beautiful.
at. Yeah, I
To
mean, you've got the financial challenges still. So for example, one thing, like, I know this is a bit different, but like, I only have one grinder for the espresso machine, and it could be either like our Edda blend, or it could be a single origin. So I have to like swap every day, every other day. I mean, for example, my home grinder, I had to take it and use it for decaf. So, these are things like
you
were
have
really
to
annoying
adapt
to
though.
start with, but I'm fine with it at the
Yeah,
moment. I
you
really
have to
don't care,
adapt.
yeah.
But that's in business everywhere, right? Like you have to just make it
Yeah,
work no matter where it
yeah.
is. Unfortunately, folks, this is the end of our series. Rana will be back for another series sometime in the near future, I hope, Rana.
Thank you, Lee. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. I hope I'll see you in Dubai in a couple of months.
Absolutely.
Inshallah. Would you do us the honor of signing off the episode for us? Do you remember what it is?
Ah!
Peace, love, and
Peace, love.
and
Peace, love, and peanut butter.
I love it. Have an amazing rest of your day, folks, and please check the
Thank
show
you.
notes so that you can find out where you can find Rana. And
Thank you,
make sure
Lee,
that you
so
follow
much.
Edda. Thank you so much for everything,
Thank you
Rana.
so much, Lee. Have a
You're
beautiful
welcome.
day.
Bye,
Okay,
everyone.
bye.
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 Thanks for tuning in, friends. There are 2 ways you can support this podcast. Firstly, become a paid member of our YouTube channel. Secondly, you can join our Patreon for as little as $3 a month. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video before you leave, and check the show notes for more information. Now, this is what you should check out next.